Hi, I'm going to demonstrate how to parse a column of data. So the situation is that I have a spreadsheet, and within a column I have really two values. In this case it's going to be first name and last name, and what I'd like to do is to break the first name and the last name out into separate columns so that when I'm all done, the current one column with both names will be transformed into two columns where the first column will have the first name and the second column will have the last name. So I already have a spreadsheet set up, and I'm going to find that right now. So I will look through the file system, and very soon I will find my spreadsheet. So I have a spreadsheet called Data to Parse Demo. When I open it up, there is the data. Now this is actually data that I copied from an Access database, so I didn't type all this in. If you're wondering where these rather peculiar names came from, I just imported the data more or less, and I'll demonstrate how to do that in a future demonstration. But for now, my objective is to have Maria in column A and Anders in column B, and so on and so forth. So how do I go about that? Well, the first thing I need to do is to highlight all the data that I want to parse. So I'm going to exclude the column heading, and I'm going to highlight all the data down through row 92. Then I'm going to go to the Data tab and click, and on the data page I have a Text to Columns button. You can read the details. It gives a summary of what this is all about. And I have a couple of options. The one I'm going to choose is to parse delimited data, or data that is separated by some known character. In this case it's delimited with spaces. So I'm going to click the Next button, and of the possible delimiters that could be used, I'm going to choose space and then click the Next button. It's going to show me a preview of how the data is going to be separated out. I can make adjustments if I need to, but in this case I'm just going to click the Finish button, and when I'm done, I've now created a second column of data, and I have the two fields separated out. So this is particularly useful when you need to separate out the data into atomic elements, so that at this point I could, for instance, sort on last name or sort on first name, or I could search for a particular last name or a particular first name. Without the data being separated, it makes it almost impossible to do something like that. So that concludes this very quick demonstration, and I'm going to provide you with a file. The file I'll provide is Data to Parse, not Data to Parse Demo, but Data to Parse. You'll see that as a file that you can download from Moodle, and you should try to do this yourself. It's very simple, but it's something that likely you're going to need to do in the future, and it's something that's very, very useful. Okay, thanks.